I wanted to talk about some of your hobbies. Let's kind of move away from vocation and into hobbies.
Yeah.
You have a unique hobby that I don't hear about that often. I know lots of guys that do small engine repair, as a career even.
Yeah.
But you're not just a nurse for people, but you're like a chainsaw doctor, right?
I guess in a way, yeah. Odd. People always ask, how in the world did you get into chainsaws? And honestly, Ashley probably won't like this, but she's the one that bought me my first chainsaw, so we'll blame it on her.
Was it a fixer-up chainsaw?
No, it was brand new.
It was brand new. Okay.
When we bought our property, our house, they had.
So this is how new of a hobby is this?
When
did you buy your house?
We moved into our house in 2017, May.
Okay.
And I didn't really even. She bought me a chainsaw. 2018, February 2018. So we bought our property. There was treetops down in the back of the woods because they had done a select cut in there. So there was treetops everywhere. It was a mess. And I kept saying, I need to get a chainsaw so I can clean the woods up, make it look nice. And she kept saying, you don't need a chainsaw. And I was like, just trust me. I want to get a chainsaw so I can do this. She bought me a chainsaw for my birthday. And I loved it. I loved cutting. I mean, I'd cut as a kid. We used to heat with firewood. So I'd go with my dad.
Oh, so you have been around it a lot.
Yeah, and he would cut firewood. Me and my brother we didn't usually get to cut. We got to carry, which not necessarily was the most fun part of firewood. But
what make did she get you?
A steel.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
She's a good woman.
Yep. Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. I aimed high and hit high. We'll say that.
There you go.
My wife, but.
Marry up.
Yep, for sure. Way up. So then I don't even know. My father-in-law had given me kind of a junker chainsaw. And he's like, it doesn't run good. He's like, but if you want it, you can have it. And I think he gave me that. I don't even know why he gave it to me because I think I had this steel already at this point. But I got on YouTube, how to like mess with a carburetor and to tune it. I didn't even know what most of the stuff on the saw was at this point. I was not a mechanical person. I mean, I would change my oil, change my brakes, but beyond that, I wasn't doing too much car work. And got on YouTube, found around, and played around with it and got it running really good. And it was fun. And then, I don't know what, I looked on Marketplace, and there was a chainsaw on there that I was trying to buy. And I don't even know why I was buying it, because I clearly didn't need it. But didn't buy that one. Somebody traded a TV for it. But the girl said, I have another chainsaw. And it was a Homelite. And I can remember as a kid, my dad had a Homelite chainsaw. She's like, I'll sell you this one. So as all my coworkers know, I've done a lot of chainsaw deals in the parking lot after work, whatnot. So I go out and meet this girl, fire it up in the parking lot. It runs, give her the cash, go home. And that was kind of like the triggering point there, I guess. That was the first old chainsaw I bought. It was like a 1980 something. And then since then, I've probably owned 50 or more chainsaws.
50?
Probably at least. I think I own like
50.
Yeah, 50. Yeah. I probably currently have like almost 40 currently, but I've sold a lot of chainsaws.
So a lot of those chainsaws are in and out. Like you're going to repair it and then sell it. And then you also have some that you just
summer collection.
Collect them.
Yeah, summer collection. Yeah, I usually try to, like, if I'm buying saws, I try to buy them really cheap or get them for free. I have people give saws away because they don't run. So, they're just going to throw it in the garbage. I've literally got a chainsaw off the side of the road as well. And then I started, selling parts, fixing saws, selling them. It's just a, little hobby, something to do for fun. And I love running them. So it's kind of, Ashley thinks I'm a little nuts, I'm sure. Anybody that sees my garage is like, that's a lot of chainsaws.
She wishes she'd have never opened that can of worms.
Probably not. She probably wishes the woods were still a mess. But she does agree the woods look a lot nicer back there. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I have chainsaws from the 1950s all the way up. Most of what I collect, though, is American-made chainsaws, which there isn't any now that are made in America.
None of them are.
None. Not a single chainsaw made in America. Nope.
Because even Homelite went residential and cheap since it's nothing like the 80s anymore.
Chinese-made junk now. Yep. Yeah, I mean, I actually got your grandpa's saw running for you.
Yeah. Yeah. You did a great job.
So yeah, that was the same saw I have. My first saw I bought as a hobby.
What's your favorite American-made brand?
So what's funny is people are gonna think a lot of people don't even realize that they're they were good chainsaws. Pull-on. Everybody thinks of pull-ons as just cheap Chinese junk chainsaws, but they actually started out. They were made in America for a long time. Back in the 50s was when they started, and that's for a long time I collected Homelite, and had quite a few of those. But I've sold different ones, given them away. But now it's pull-on. It's kind of funny. People always laugh like, you collect pull-ons? I'm like, yeah, not the pull-on you're thinking of. Like you go to Walmart and buy on the shelf that's junk. These are professional grade chainsaws. But yeah, they were made in America until the 90s, actually through the 90s.
Okay.
But yeah, I've owned lots of brands too. Anywhere. I'm not opposed to any chainsaw. I mean, I'll be glad to flip it for a project.
You flip it for a project, yeah. And then you hang your favorite pull-ons. You hang them in the wall in the garage.
Yeah.
So would you prefer to repair or to just do you just you have a Saturday afternoon with nothing going on, the kids are off with somebody else, and you're like, what, I think I'm just gonna stroll through the deep dark woods and cut some trees for no reason. See, my grandpa did that. My grandpa in his retirement, he got a wood chipper, and he's like, today he would pay us when we were in high school. He'd pay us like $2 or $3 an hour to go help him. Yeah, farm wages.
Yeah.
To go help him. Just we'd go down to the farm and pick up sticks around the picnic area. And at one point, he got this nice new wood chipper, and he's like, I just want to pull it around the woods, and he'd pay us to just throw sticks in this thing and in the woods for no reason.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's right now. Obviously, I'm limited on how much time I'm running a chainsaw in the woods with a 2-year-old and a 5-year-old. That's the priority, I guess, is spending time with them. But whenever I have a chance, yeah, I'll go back, and if I have a tree that falls down on our property, I'll cut it up and split it in firewood. So,
if you see a tree fall behind your house, you got heart palpitations. You're like,
yeah,
oh honey, I got to get out there.
I'm gonna have to go back in the woods, cut a tree down.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Ashley probably gets sick of hearing about chainsaws for sure.
Yeah.
Because I sell a lot of parts too. So
you've got guys coming to the house for parts.
Usually I mail them. Honestly, most of the stuff isn't local.
eBay?
Facebook through different chainsaw groups. But I mean, I ship them all over the U.S., Canada.
That's neat.
Yeah. So it's I guess it's a hobby that pays for itself.
Like
with
Poshmark for chainsaws.
Yeah, in a way.
Good for you.
I haven't bought one off Poshmark yet, but
are they on there?
Yeah, I think they are.
Oh, I thought Poshmark was just closed.
Maybe I'm thinking of another. There's like 100 different selling websites now, but
absolutely.
So